On the 9th of August, we took part in a moth survey in Hampshire. The trap had been left overnight, and the first job was to collect the moths that had been trapped so that they could be identified. A total of 25 different species were identified, and photographs were taken of most of them. The garden rose tortrix and the uncertain were the moths that were seen, but I don't have pictures of. The first very distinctive species that we saw was the Jersey tiger. 6 individuals were found in the trap and then released, including this one that started feeding on the buddleia straight away. This single example of a scalloped oak posed nicely for pictures on its release. Two poplar hawk moths were collected in the trap and were very docile and easy to photograph. This was probably the largest species that we saw. The 2 brimstones were much more flighty and didn't hang around for photographs once released. Another attractive species was the rosy footman. 7 of these were collected. It occurs in woodland habitats in the southern half of Britain, and the caterpillars feed on lichen growing on trees. 2 examples of the light emerald were in the trap, and this shows how well they can blend in with foliage. Just 1 peacock moth was found in the trap. 3 examples of the lesser swallow prominent were collected. The host plant for this species is the birch. It produces 2 generations each year and overwinters as pupae underground. The rosy rustic is quite variable in its colour and size. 2 of these were found. The larvae feed on a range of low plants, especially the roots of dock. A single example of the nutmeg was found in the trap. 3 white points were seen. It is a migrant species and numbers can vary greatly from year to year. It's common in Europe and the larvae feed on grasses. The vine's rustic caterpillar feeds on dock and plantain. The bright line brown eye proved extremely well camouflaged against the tree trunk. It is a common species across the British Isles. This species is often active in the daytime, and the larvae feed on mint. 7 tawny barred angles were found in the trap. They are found in coniferous woodland, which forms its main food plants. The dingy footman is another species whose larvae feed on lichen, and is a common species in the southern parts of Britain, but is gradually spreading northwards. The common wainscot is very pale and lacks the darker markings of similar related species. 3 examples of the shuttle-shaped dart were observed. It can be seen throughout the British Isles and feeds on a range of plants and grasses. A single example of the middle-barred miner was collected. The flame shoulder has very attractive markings, which are quite distinctive. As its name suggests, this is a common grassland species, with its larvae feeding on various grass species. 3 common rustics were seen, with good camouflage against the bark of trees. 2 small wainscots were collected. Its larvae feed on the stems of carex, juncus and iris species. Finally, although not caught in the trap, we saw a hummingbird hawk moth flying during the day.